How's everybody doing today? Let's set up my camera here for you. You got a good view of the wheel, a good view of the background. Okay. I need to get my page set up here so I can read the chat. Let's see. Probably gonna need some more clay yet today, but I got some I've already rolled up. I just gotta need to check the weight of it. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? All right. Well, looks like the Beard Vikings live right now. Nope. Okay. Like this. Go here. That's not what I want. Now, come on. I gotta get this up so I can actually see my chat. So just hang tight, because this is not something I can do before, or I can't pick my own live. All right. So here, hopefully everybody had a good day today for a Monday. Mondays are always tough, aren't they? Mondays are always tough. After a nice weekend, relaxation, and we gotta go back to work, huh? All right. So what are we gonna do today? Well, I think what we're gonna try to do is I want to make some plates up. I want to make some plates. So I'm going to guess at the weight that I'm going to need to make my plate. Let's see here. Let's see if this is working. It's okay, but it's not great. Yeah, we're going to flip it. We're going to flip it. Hey, Gail, how's it going? You're our first one in here. Great to see you. Yeah. It's one of them bats. Hope you had a good day today, Gail. I'm doing all right. All right. So I need to double check the weight of my clay, because I think I'm going to need more than what I rolled it out for. So let's check, because I've had these sitting around for a couple days. Yeah, that's not enough. I definitely need to make bigger stacks. Yeah, it's going pretty good. Going pretty good. I took a vacation day for tomorrow because I got to take my wife to the hospital for a surgery she's getting done. So it shouldn't be nothing major, but it should go rather quickly. They say about 45 minutes and we're in and out. So hopefully that's really all it is, which I think that's all it's going to be. I'm going to run up to the Gettysburg Hospital. Been working on your gardens the past week. Awesome. That's actually what Jackie's doing right now. She's getting her herbs ready. She just put some seeds in. So she's starting seeds right now. All right. That's 1.5 pounds. Oh, thank you. I think it will. I really do. I think it will. Let's see. I wonder how much I'm going to need for a plate. I can't remember anymore, and I know I didn't write it down. Well, I probably did write it down. I'm going to check my book once. Where's my book at? Where did I leave you laying? Oh, of course, it's over by my desk. That's exactly where it should be. All right. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Notes. I know I have something of my plates in here somewhere. I just got to find it. One of these days, I'm going to get myself one of those nice books that I can actually keep all of that stuff in. Let's see. That's not it. That's not it. Well, I got to tell you what, the butter bells I did last time really turned out nice. They are really, really nice. So I'm definitely going to keep doing them the way I did them. The yellow one up there. Hey, how's it going there? It was a higher balsa. And concerned by the good day, I know where you're at. But yeah, the butter bells that I threw on the wheel the other night, they really turned out nice. My wife has one, of course, already. And it's really nice because you can get about 2 sticks of butter in this thing, like 2 whole sticks. And it's on when it's on your counter like this, you're getting your butter out. This thing stays where it's supposed to. So it makes a lot of sense. I took the handle off of it. It's just not needed. It just really works out well. So I'm going to keep this design. I really like it. I really do. It turned out great. Let's see here. I know somewhere I wrote it down for my plates. Let's see. I trimmed and cleared the winter mess, sprayed shepherd's hooks and with Rust-Oleum. Oh, yeah, they're probably rusty. Let's see. Started weeding tomorrow. I hope to finish the weeding. Oh, yeah, we did some of that ourselves too. So how's your day going, passerby? Or I guess you're winding down, aren't you? Pie plate, 4.5 pounds. I think I'm using more than that now. 12-inch plates. Oh, well, that's not right. I didn't even write the poundage down for that. Well, there's a plate. Yeah, but I don't like that plate. Pie plates. Yeah. I got a lot of stuff drawn up in here, but not what I want. So we're going to make something new. That's what we're going to do. Hey, thank you, passerby. I appreciate that. You like that? Good old butter crock. Then I'm going to spray everything with deer repellent and then plant hanging baskets with mint. There you go. We don't have a whole lot of deer right here where I'm at. Like when we moved in, we had a couple, but they didn't stick around because they're building houses right in back of us now. So we don't hardly see any of them at our house anymore. How's it going, Leah? You're determined that the deer won't eat everything like they did last year. Oh my. Yeah, if you're trying to protect your vegetables and your plants from the deer, good luck. I mean, and the thing of it is, they eat it. They will take care of the whole mess, and they won't leave anything for you. So I understand exactly what you're going through, Gail. All right, Leah. All right. Alrighty. So, trying to think, I want the plate to be probably outside edge right here because, oh, let's see. I want to have, if I wanted like a 10-inch plate, that's probably even still too big to be quite honest with you. But I'm going to have to throw it pretty much the whole size of this bat. A full 12 inches to probably get a 10-inch bat or a 10-inch plate. There's a 12.5% shrinkage on my clay. So I think I'll start with 3 pounds and see where it takes me. It might be enough. Depends how thick I make the bottom. I might make the bottom a little thicker and then trim it back. Because I like to have a foot on my plate. And it also helps to raise the plate up so it sits better in the other plate. So I'll be back lurking. Come back maybe 20. Okay, sounds good, Leah. Sounds good. I'll still be here. All right. Let's get these meshed together real good. And this is 3 pounds of clay. It might be too much, might be too little, but I am going to try to keep the bottom a little bit thicker than I typically do. And also, if you keep the bottom a little thicker, it helps it to stop warping so bad too. I mean, I don't typically have a problem with my plates warping anyhow. Even at like a 1/4 inch thickness, my plates really don't warp that bad. But I do not cut them off my bat. I let them dry right on the bat. And then I'll either trim a foot in or I'll put a foot on them. So not very sanitary putting a foot on a plate. Yeah, you're right about that. You're talking literal foot. Hopefully I get all the air out of this. I don't think there was much in it, but putting 2 pieces together, I don't want to take a chance. It just makes more work for me on the wheel to try to get the air out of it. The last set of plates I made all came up in the center and have a well around them. Oh, okay. Well, I have some plates upstairs that I made, and they turned out pretty well. Not much warping. Like I did a huge pie plate up here and had very little warping on it. So far I've been rather lucky with that, but you know, we shall see. I mean, you know, we'll see what it brings. I might have to keep it a little bit heavier. I don't know, but that even at that rate, trimming it back, you still can cause problems. I didn't dry them. Oh, okay. Yeah. I let them dry slow and leave them on the bat. And some people say they'll crack or something if you leave them on the bat. I haven't had that issue, and I'm using a Masonite bat. And so far, I haven't come across that. But now I'm drying them slowly too, so I don't rush the drying process for plates or pie plates, any kind of a plate or a platter. I do not rush it. Now that's centered up rather quickly. I don't try them. I didn't dry them correctly. They were the worst in seconds, but I use them myself because they can go in the microwave. Yeah. Yep. Well, Gail, all us potters have the seconds, right? We always use the seconds. All right. All right. I'm doing a lot of compression as well here. Starting in the center, working my way out, just pushing down. I heard somebody say you don't have to compress them. You don't have to compress them, but I don't know. I've always done it, and I really haven't had the issues that some of these people have. So, and I've been around a lot of potters in my life, and they've always compressed their stuff, always. And them some older potters, and I think they know what they're doing. I should have a pile in the center of the plastic. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of drying, this rack I have over here. I mean, it dries things slowly, which is kind of nice. I'm sure if I made it all plastic, if I would have got one that was all plastic, it would probably dry a lot slower. Which I'm actually considering getting a cover that's just all plastic because the back of it is like a cloth, and it's not really working that well for me. I mean, it's working, okay, it's working, but I would like it to dry even slower. I have a dehumidifier running in this basement all the time. I turn it off for my lives, but it's always running anyhow, and so it's actually trying to dry everything out as it is. You do need to compress everything. Yeah, for sure. I don't know why this one potter was saying that. I was reading the comments in some video and they were saying, you don't have to compress. That's not why you're getting the S cracks and all this kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, who in the heck are you? I'm like, I don't understand some of these people. It's like, after all these years, you're going to go and say, you don't have to compress your work. I don't get that. Why somebody would try to fight that battle after us potters have fought it for a long time, you know? It's like, it doesn't make no sense. I didn't respond to him though. I left him go. I should have probably responded because I hate to have disinformation out there when it comes to this, you know? Yeah. I made that center a little thin. I don't like that. I mean, it's still heavy enough. I just don't like it as thin as I brought it down to. All right. That's not bad, actually. I cover everything in cleaners, plastic. I have friends that collect them for me. That's a good idea, Gail. I mean, that I have some. I used actually a lot of the bags my clay comes in, and that seems to work really well for me. And then this shelving over here with the plastic has helped me a lot. All right. Now I've seen people do plates a lot of different ways, and some people will bring the piece completely out flat and then bring your lip up. I've never really done that way. I've always brought my clay out to the edge like this and then created my border that way on my plate. S cracks always from lack of compression. Absolutely. It is all the time that way. That's what my that's what my experience is anyhow. It's add a foot instead of trimming. I think it's easier to do that, Gail, than trimming, because then you're trimming a lot of material away and you got to recycle it. If you just add a foot, then you're not wasting anything. And I just think it's easier. So I want to clean the bottom edge of the foot off on this one before I go and lay that over. So I have a nice crisp edge while I can get to it. That's what I end up doing. Just cleaning that corner out. You guys may not be able to see that. Well, it looks like you can see that. Clean it out. Clean the clay up a little bit. By the way, last week I gained like 15 subscribers. That was a shocker to me. I was taught to make things thin, but I find some things I like better thick, like mugs and plates and ovenware. I agree 100%, Gail. Anything you're going to use in your kitchen every single day needs to be a little bit thicker, right? That's the way I feel about it. Because you know darn well you go banging that spoon on the edge of that bowl or something or plate, and you're going to crack it. And I don't want any of that happening. Some mugs don't have to be, but they'll stay warmer if they're thicker. I do it that way. I agree. It's less work. Hey, Mike, how you doing there, buddy? we're making some plates. I also like to have a corner in my plate right here. I don't know about you, but when you're going and scooping up them peas or anything like that, it's nice to have an edge to go up and get them up on your spoon or fork. Or so now that I got this up over like that, oh, doggy's going nuts. Somebody must be here. That's my Airedale. All right. I'm going to put a little ridge right here. Oh. This is where I wish that this wheel had a larger pie, or a larger pan in it. It's a little bit tight. I'm trying to clean these larger items up. I got a lathe chuck coming, so I will maybe doing some wooden dishes before long. Hey, that's awesome, Mike. I'd like to see that. Oh, Gail can't figure out what I want to be when I grow up. A lot of us are that way. Oh, look at this. I think this clay's a little soft. It just laid right over, broke out the edge. Well, that ain't gonna work. This is some really soft clay. I probably shouldn't try to do plates with this soft clay. Can you guys hear my dog? She was just barking up a storm. All right, we're going to have to recycle this guy. Yeah, because it's not even that it was too thin. It's just so soft. You can see it's just really, really soft. All right. We're not going to do plates with this clay right now. There ain't no way. So I'm going to put it back in a bowl. You do a good job of that, Mike. Yeah, dog don't bother me none. Yeah, it's a fur baby. Leah. Me either, just doing her job. Yeah, she is. And it was a good looking plate. It's just it's so soft. It's the clay is just need to have a stiffer clay body. I should let some sit out a little bit to stiffen up. This is all brand new clay, so it's right out of the box, right out of the bag, and I should have just left it sit a while. But I need to get things done. So let's make something I don't have to worry about soft clay. I had that happen to me before, and the clay is just too wet. So no biggie. So we'll wedge this up with another batch and we'll use it again. I won't even have to recycle it. No, if that loud, I had fun hanging out and chatting. Thanks for having me. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to have to join in your live. I got into the Beard Vikings live already. Not on his live, but I was in the chat obviously. But talked to him a little bit, so that was pretty cool. You can see how soft it is. It just sticks to you, you know. It's a shame. That was a nice looking plate. Now that was 3 pounds of clay, roughly 5/16 to 1/4 of an inch bottom on it. And of course the sides were roughly that as well. So 3 pounds of clay for that plate was not real bad, considering it was probably about 11 inches across on the inside. And of course the outside, I was over 12 there. So it looked like a good sized plate. It probably would have been closer to like a 9.5-inch plate on the inside. Now, if you measure the outside, it probably would have been closer to a 10. Let's see. I also got to fund me some leather before long. Oh, that'd be cool. Leather work. Mugs, small bowls. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I do have to do some bowls. I have a lot of mugs, but I really should do some price. You can't have enough mugs, you know. When you go to a show, you can't have enough. I mean, these here, we did these the other night, and I put the handles on them. These will probably be a 12-ounce when they're done. They already shrunk quite a bit now, and they'll shrink a little bit more. But yeah, they'll probably be a 12-ounce. So that was 20 ounces of clay. So that's not real bad. But I should do some larger mugs, actually, like a 16-ouncer. Yeah, this bottom on this piece, I'm not even gonna try. I have that huge platter on the shelf, but I'm not going to get it down. I'm afraid it's going to break on me. I got to move all that stuff out and slide it out gently. Spoon rest. You know, I don't have any spoon rests. That's a good thought, Gail. I don't have any spoon rests at all. Let's see. That's not going to take hardly any clay to make. Let's see. I got a buddy that makes his own hide leather from animals that pass on his property, so it might be lucky. Oh, that'd be cool. Beard Viking is interesting. Yeah, he definitely is interesting. Leather. What you doing with leather, Mike? When I ain't a funk, I promise I am more lively. All right, let's turn this to ounces. There we go, ounces. Yeah, I round up everything. Okay, it's funny as I got the leather kit tons of times. Everyone needs spoon rests. Also coasters. Yeah, that's another good one. Is a coaster. Let's see. I don't need a lot of clay. That's roughly 7 ounces of clay, 7.5 ounces. Let's do 7 ounces of clay once and let's see what it looks like. It's probably too much. That's probably too much. Let's see though. Since I haven't made any here yet for a while. We have another buddy who hand carves wooden spoons. That would be cool. Lion's Fish Shop. Huh. We'll have to check him out too. Does he have a YouTube channel? Is that what you told me? He has a YouTube channel? We'll have to check him out. All right. All right, so we might have to go with 8 ounces of clay. So I want to make it big enough because this is going to shrink quite a bit. Let's see here once I get it thinned out. Because I don't think I want these to be too thin. That's roughly a 1/4 inch thickness on the bottom. Oh, yeah. UK audience. All right. All right. Yeah, condiment bowls. That's another one I should really look into making. I think I need a little bit more clay. Because till I bring this up, this thing's going to shrink and get a lot smaller. Let's make, let's do 8 ounces. We'll try it, 8 ounces. He does indeed. My friends love all that stuff. I get requests all the time. Well, that's cool, Gail. Yeah, I haven't made any of these for a while. Also, for pencil holders, I tell them I made those in 3rd grade. Did you have anybody ask you for an ashtray yet? I sent you that channel, Murray, and Mike's just in case. I have Mike's. I was actually on his live the other night, I think. I was on a couple new guys live. Guys that followed me, I followed them back, and then they go live, and I'm able to watch. I do. Absolutely, she says. Yeah, I almost don't want to make an ashtray. I don't know about you, but I almost don't want to make one. But I guess at the end of the day, does it really matter, you know, if it's an ashtray or not? Because really, they could use anything as an ashtray. So whether I make it an ashtray or they call it an ashtray, doesn't really matter. All right, so that's roughly, let's just make, I'm going to make this 10 ounces of clay, and we'll see what we end up with. It might be a little too much clay, but right at this point, I'd rather have a little bit more. I can cut it down and guess. And I don't think that they're smoking cigarettes. Only the good stuff. Only the good stuff, right, Gail? Come to think of it, I want to make some tobacco pipes. Talking about tobacco. Don't drink there. Smoking cigarettes. Now we got 6 people in here tonight. That's better than the last couple lives I did. This bat is like, woo, woo, woo. And I'm seeing it in my piece right now. I'm trying to push it down tight and keep that 1/4 inch. Yeah. Let's see if I can. It used to be that Sam wouldn't put ashtrays in the kiln. They would somehow always break. Broke. Oh my. Well, you know, and I, yeah, Gail, I kind of feel that way too about the ashtray thing and Sam. It just seems like clay's made to use for better things than an ashtray. But, you know, what you gonna do? You always got those people, right? I think what I'm gonna do is use this tool and go up underneath this thing. And form that edge just like that. That way I get that nice corner on the bottom, just like that. This is 10 ounces of clay. I got a little bit more on the edge to bring out. Now I made it too dry. All right, compress that edge down a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to bring this up just a little bit higher. Then we'll compress that edge. Get the water off of it. In Europe, the smoke is more popular and oh, I didn't know that. I always thought it'd be neat to make a clay pipe because I've seen some pictures of some really old ones that people have done. And it seems like there's an art to that. And I think a lot of them use molds, which I don't have any molds for a pipe. So I'd clearly have to make it strictly by hand. I'm not quite sure how that would go. I'd like to try it. Oh, you know, one other thing I thought of I could make is a garlic thing, you know what I mean? To do the garlic up, the little pieces. I almost think it should be bigger than that though, because this is going to come down. Now, garlic shredder is what I'm thinking. How wide is the inside? I've made clay pipes. You have? That's cool. Yeah, garlic press. How wide is it? The inside flat is 3.5 inches. So it's going to shrink a little bit. I kind of think that 10 ounces of clay is probably not enough either. But I got to start somewhere. I also think I have the bottom thicker than I need to have it. I'm going to try them at this size once. What size are the mugs? The mugs are 20 ounces. And there's a little bit more thickness in the center here that I could probably pull out to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, a grater. That's it, Gail. Like a grater for garlic. That's why I asked. Family. Hey, how you doing, Cynthia? Good to see you in here again. Let's see. Where that's the word I was looking. Yeah. Yeah, so here's what that looks like. Which is not, I don't think it's really a bad size. Now we're going to try it and see. 10 ounces of clay. Let me do another one. If I do like 4 of these, I'll get an idea of the size, because this is going to get, the next one's going to be a little bit bigger. I guarantee you, because I roughly have 3/8 in the middle in here, and I think I could get just a tiny bit out of that. You go live, I show up. Well, I'm glad that you do show up. Oh, that's so nice. I can just drag my shelf over to me. All right. All right. Let's try this again. That's almost 10 ounces right there. Boom, hit that right on the money. All right. Oh, I thought you were making a coaster. No. Nope, not that time. All right. I would have to make some mugs to go on the coaster, I think. It's either that, or because the coaster is going to have to be a little bit bigger for my mugs, I think. Yeah, I mean, till it, maybe not. I mean, the bottom is only about like that, so it might actually work for my mugs. Now that I'm thinking about it, Gail. Yes, they have grown, haven't they? I've gotten 5, or how many? Yeah, 15 more subs, which is pretty cool. Let's see if this week I can get 15 more subs. No, a good size for a spoon rest. Okay. I like that, a rolling shelf. Yeah, it's definitely convenient. Definitely convenient. So I'm going to pay a little more mind to how thick I'm making this bottom and try to get closer to that 1/4 inch. I can see already I made it thinner. I don't want to go too thin now. That would be quite the problem. I made it too thin. Let me bring this back in here again. Because I think I did go too thin. There we go. Let's come back out again. You can tell that this clay is very wet. I mean, it moves with very little force. We'll bring you out just a little bit more. There we go. That's probably a 1/4 inch bottom right there. Yep. I think that's probably it. Compress. Thank you for this idea, Gail, because I really need to make these. I'm sure there's going to be somebody asking me about them. And it's a nice because it's an item that's easily bought, right? We don't charge a whole lot of money for the spoon rests. I like that. Okay, I already read that. Also, you can be sure. I believe in you. Well, we'll see what happens. Everybody's been calling me out in the lives and stuff. Like the bearded Viking did. He called me out. Mike called me out, which is kind of nice, that they do that, help me out. Because they're clearly much bigger channels than myself. Let's see. I found some glasses and mugs that were too big for my coasters. Oh. Yeah, I think if I make the mug, I got to make the mug and make the coaster. That way they fit, So and when I say fit, it means they go together. They look like they belong together. Not call you out, shout out. Okay. They gave me a shout out, not a call out. Hey, words matter. Good people. They are good people. Calling you out means like saying you did something wrong, like calling you out. Yeah, I get it, Leah. I just, I'm being me. Nobody better call out my uncle. Now this one's a little bit wider. I'm going to compress this edge. Roll it out a little bit, I think. Give it a good shape. And I already got around the base of it really good. Who's another one that called me, that shouted me out? I got to get that through my head now. Who else? Oh, dang nabbit, I can't remember his name. Why can't I remember his name? No, nobody called me out. What I meant to say is they shout me out, but Leah corrected me. Leah told me that words matter. And she's protecting me. All right. Oh, there she goes again. It's funny, she's got a bark that people are scared of. And then you walk up to her and she's wagging her tail. She's such a baby. And her mama made her that way. Her mama made her a baby. It's funny. I go to work in the morning and out the kitchen, the door, we have a big window in our kitchen door that she jumps up on. And as soon as I close that door, she jumps up on that door and you can hear, it's so funny. It's like, don't leave, don't leave. It's funny how pets become your children, isn't it? All right. Let's see. Put her boxing gloves away. Cynthia's ready to go at it. There we go. You can see the wire going through that one. I'm not sure if I want to keep them that thin or not. But that's larger. Same ounces of clay. Same ounces of clay. So there you see the second one's already larger. I made the bottom a little bit thinner. I don't know, maybe it's hard to tell, but this one is larger than this one. So what I need to do is, I think 10 ounces of clay is a good amount of clay for that piece. Let's see. You have a Labradoodle? No. We have an Airedale Terrier. Airedale Terrier. And I got a surprise for you guys next Monday. Speaking of Airedale Terriers, well, I have to tell you, I'm just excited anyhow. But anyhow, we're getting a puppy, and it's another Airedale Terrier. This is a male, and his name is Luke. I wanted to name him after somebody in the Bible, and I thought Luke is a good name, I thought. So we're excited. We have to go to Ohio to pick him up on Saturday. I should go live and do it, huh? It wouldn't have anything to do with pottery, but maybe I could do another series on this show, huh? I thought about that. Just having a sit down, you know? Talk about the stuff everybody wants to talk about, or maybe somebody's got something on their mind they want to get let loose. Who knows? Now this was, I didn't even check the ounces on this clay. Dang nabbit. I didn't even check the ounces, how much I had. How old is Luke? Luke is a puppy, and he is going to be, what, 8 weeks, I think? I can't remember now. They're already weaned off, so they're already eating dog food. Oh, that's 24 ounces of clay. Okay. All right. I see how you are. Let's do a big mug. While you're throwing, how about making me some more bowls to replace the ones that crashed? 8 weeks, my wife said. Yeah, so the wife crashed quite a few bowls and plates that I made. She was upset. Hey, are you reading my comment? I just read your comment. Our son, who is in Japan and now going to Hawaii, and just got a Great Dane. Wow. Wow. Well, that's exciting. A Great Dane. Holy smokes. Talk about a horse. I mean, dog. They are huge. But they're babies. They're babies. Growing up, my friend had a Great Dane. Wonderful dog. His son lives in Japan, and he has a Dalmatian. Wow. And Cynthia, your son's going to Hawaii. I guess you'll be going to Hawaii. Got to go visit, right? That's a perfect excuse now. You got somewhere to stay when you're there. There it is. My bulldog and Lonnie Doodle are enough. You're welcome. I'm excited for my Luke. I'm just afraid my Sadie's going to be so jealous. She's not going to let him near me. Yeah, well, I don't think that she will let anybody near you. I mean, not another animal, at least. Anyhow. It'll be interesting. Let's see. Yeah, but Jackie, that wasn't Great Danes. He didn't have Great Danes. Yes, he is a few years coming to Tennessee, Hempstead, and he's in the Air Force. That's awesome. Oop, 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 oop. Oop, 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 oop. Going too fast. Slow down, Terry. Slow down. You're getting excited. Don't get too thin. And I did. I got too thin. It's so easy with this clay to get so thin. It moves faster than what I'm used to flowing. I mean, it's too thin. This has turned out to be one of those days, which reminds me of that song. just one of those days. All right. I think I really am. I'm going to let some of this clay lay out because it just seems like it moves like butter through your fingers, which is really weird for me. And it's just because it's just so wet. Let's see. It's coming to Tennessee instead. You have one for Dean or Dean for Wyatt. No. No, he works for the UN and he's nuclear safeguards and inspector. Wow, that's a big job. Only 12 weeks, but he's still have one. Oh, awesome. It's going to be Air Force. Is cool. Hey, Joyce, how you doing? I'm having a great Monday on the wheel. I made a whole 2 items already, and it's what? It's what, 9:30? Or 8:30. It's 8:30. Which is ridiculous for an hour. And I had 2 items. My clay is very wet, and I'm just having fun with it. Oh. All right, let's try another piece. Hopefully this is a little bit better. Let's keep doing spoon rest because you know what? The clay is so wet. A spoon rest is an easy thing to do. So let's start measuring out. And I just dropped that one on the floor. Just dropped it on the floor. There we go. That's good. All right. Got rid of the bad part. My clay drops on the floor. I throw it away. All right. I don't need anything blown up in my kiln. Nothing unexpected anyhow. All right. Pretty close. Yeah, now it just took up too much. Okay. Do that. Ooh. Perfect. All right. I'm making 10-ounce pieces here, and they're going to be spoon rests. So let's just weigh out a bunch of spoon rests at 10 ounces of clay. All right. So if anybody's new here tonight, please think about subscribing to the channel. Ten ounces of clay for a spoon rest should be plenty. If I find I don't like these when they come out, I'll just add a couple ounces to them. But I think they'll be fine. So how you doing tonight, Joyce? And we're still at 3:14. Of course, that might not update until after the live. All right. Did you write down spoon rest 10 ounces? I did not yet write it out. I have to, though. Oh, man. Spoon rest is easy to remember, though. 10 ounces. I think it's a good size. We'll find out. We'll find out at the end of the day when we get everything fired how well I did. All right, so that's 1, 2, 9, 10, 11. I got 11. Man, I just need one more to make 12. I can't use that clay. It's still too wet. I got a little bit over here. Let me get that. I'll get a little bit over here. I tell you what, though, when I made the big pie plates or the big platters, having this clay a little bit soft really helped. When you're trying to move 20 pounds of clay, when it was soft, it made it really easy to move. All right. I'll have 12 spoon rests tonight. It's something that I haven't made for a long, long time. And it's something I think it sells quickly. It's something that's easily affordable. Try a double spoon rest. A double spoon rest. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Joyce. Only trying to help. I used to tell myself I'd remember it and then never. Yeah. Yep. I completely understand that. Because it could be a week later and you're like, okay, what did I make those? I know, I do the same thing. And then Gail told me, write it down. So I actually have been doing that. All right. Oh, I knew it. You work this clay back and forth a little bit. Massage it. I wasn't exactly careful when I was smashing the clay together. The little bits. All right. That's about where I want to be. Right there. Come out. Bring the center down. This clay, it just moves like butter, though. It's just crazy. Of course, then when it stiffens up, I'm going to be wishing it was freaking wasn't so stiff. All right. Seriously, Terry, when you cook You're always stirring more than one thing. Single spoon rest doesn't help because the foods get mixed with the frozen pond glazing technique. The notepad has really helped me. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep a notepad. I have started it, Gail. I don't know if a lot of people have room for 2 spoon rests on their, or a double spoon rest on their stove. Is that a thing? Any of you women out there that cook, is that a thing? Double spoon rest? I never heard of a double spoon rest before. Let's see. Well, I agree. And it has become a habit, and you don't even think about it. You just do it automatically. Okay. New. And these spoon rests are nice because having something small to put in those little crevices when you're firing is a must. So you can have a full kiln load. I hate when I have to do a load and I don't have the right size piece to fill the kiln up completely. And I always have pieces hanging around that I can glaze up quick and then throw them in. But I use a medium-sized plate. After time, medium-sized plate, I mean one that holds up to 4 spoons, but it has little trivets, and you lay them on the side, and it isn't the normal shape. Okay. To do a double spoon rest, you need to throw 2 and then do a bit of a like a thing going up and over to the next one. Am I right? Well, then I learned something then. I didn't think there was any such of a thing, but apparently it is. Apparently it is such of a thing. Okay. I wish I could make some plates. I really would like to make some plates. But I am going to let some clay lay out. Because this last batch I opened was just wet, wet, wet. Even doing these, like the little edge just seems weird because it's already wet, and then we're wetting it up more. And it doesn't want to act correctly. Let's see. Do a double spoon rest. You could throw two, then. Oh, okay, I read that. Or smash two together. I could smash two together. I definitely could do that. I probably could have just left these dry, like I do plates, without cutting them off the bat. Well, there's another one. So that's about the same size as the last one I did. Well, we got 5 people on here. I definitely need to do multiple platform streaming. That'd probably help things too, I guess. Probably do more verticals. That seems to bring a lot of people in, but then I get riffraff with it. But you might get, 3 to 5 people out there that actually want to stay and watch. Thank you, Gail. Doggone it, there is a air bubble. There we go, we just popped it. All right, good. So I'm trying different ways of throwing these the way my hands are to see if it makes sense for me or not. That's why I have mods to take care of the riffraff. Yeah, I agree. Even the trolls you get are nicer than other trolls I've seen. Well, yeah. It's me. You don't not get riffraff. Oh, I know you all got my back for sure. You guys already proven yourselves already. There ain't no doubt about it. You guys saved my butt that one other time with all them freaking people coming in. And I don't think that one troll ever made it back. We know who that was. At least I don't think he has. If he's back, he hasn't made himself known. You know, we got your back. It's your energy. You attract positivity, even in the troll. It would be nice to think that for sure. There are some channels that actually might be a little bit intimidated by me. Who knows, you know? I don't expect channels to all act like me, obviously. I mean, this is just what I do, you know? This is my thing. You can act however you want on your own channel. I don't care. Don't bother me a bit. All right. All right, that's good. Run the wire underneath it. Let's see. Oh yes, I was telling Joe about that last night because he had those two accounts come in, and the bug didn't work like that one times here. Oh, have you ever been a monitor on a live stream or a live site and really wanted to kick the host off? That's funny, Joyce. Oh, I'm sure there's cases for that, Joyce. No, we won't. He thought this would be one place, and he would be maybe not welcome but tolerated after his little calling during. Yeah, that was. I tell you, that was something else when he did that. Well, exactly. Yeah, I do. I'm a big thing with being honest. You know, which all you probably know by now is honesty is number one. If you can't be honest with me, then don't even be around me, because then I can't trust you. You know, and I can't trust you. And if I can't trust you, might as well just stay away, because you ain't worth my time if I can't trust you. Somebody said I should do this on TikTok, which I do have an account, and I have done this on TikTok once or twice, but I didn't stick with it. I just stopped watching them. Yeah. I really only subscribe to 2 or 3 channels. Well, Gail, you're smart. Drama. Save the drama for your mama. And depending on what mama you have, she ain't into the drama. She already got enough of it. She don't want to hear yours. Okay. I don't really social media. I haven't the time or interest. I don't blame you, Gail. I don't blame you one bit. Well, I took the cough medicine that burns like whiskey. It makes me sleepy, so I'm not going. I'm not going for bed. Oh my gosh. We all know what medicine that is, don't we? I mean, they might as well just give you whiskey. I mean, because you drink enough of that, you'll go to sleep too. I don't know. Either you're drinking enough of it, you just don't care anymore. Well, I have like 7 more of these to do yet. So I ought to speed up a little bit. What is it, 9 o'clock? I have a half an hour. Although I should knock off early because I have to get up early. I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not used to that. Oops. My wife is used to getting up at that early. She's used to getting up at like freaking 4 o'clock in the morning. I can't do that. Well, I can't say I can do that when I want to. All right. So I don't know if you guys remember that I made some cake stands for a wedding, and I was just told today that because they picked them up, they picked up the cake stand and the one huge platter I did, but they said that the cake stand was perfect. They absolutely loved it. It worked great for the wedding cake. They were ecstatic. So I'm waiting on some pictures whenever the photographer gets back with the pictures of the wedding cake with my cake stand on it, which that really made me excited. You know, I think that's the first time somebody used one of my products for their wedding. Well, for their wedding cake, I should say. I've done several things for weddings. I do for 2 weddings so far. I did all the center sections or center pieces, I guess you say. So I'm used to doing those, but the cake stand, because that's everybody sees that. It's like, I don't know, just to me it seems like it's a bigger piece, you know. And so they were ecstatic. So that's wonderful news. I finally accepted it and filled it. The call for X-Men is turned down. Red doctor's offer. Sleep the weekend. Let's see. I got to get some rest. Running on E. Even when I try to nap, I cough all the time. Just miserable. Hopefully, I can get some rest tonight. Well, Leah, you get some rest, girl. I hope you do feel much better tomorrow. Yeah, don't stick around. You don't have to stick around. You're sick, girl. You should be taking care of yourself. See, because you got to take care of the babies. And if mama's sick, that ain't good. My grandmother had a little glass of Harvey's Bristol cream each night. Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember that stuff. Let's see. Yeah, it was awful. I never had, so I can't recommend it. You gotta let them to review you on Google, Murray. You gotta hand out cards that have a QR code. Yeah, I do. I definitely do. Thank you. The glaze was the oatmeal glaze. I showed him a picture of it, and I showed him a picture of a piece I have back here, which is this piece here, which is the oatmeal glaze. And they said that's perfect, so that's what I did. And if anybody realizes you do one piece and it's got to turn out, and you got a short deadline, I had 3 weeks, and I was sweating it, guys, because I didn't think I was going to make it. And I even told her I can't promise to have it done, but God made it happen, because I don't know how I would have otherwise. I did say something to her. I said, do a Google review on me, because you can if you Google me, you'll find me. And I told her, I said, do a Google review, and then I said, you can do one on Facebook or whatever. I said, I need reviews, and if you could do that, that would be awesome. So, and I'm sure she will. So, she's good people. This is the same woman, actually, that called me after I prayed one night, and she called me the next day. So there's something about that whole situation. I think that, God's put her in my life for a reason. And it just seems like, and her daughter was the one that got married, and her son-in-law loves pottery. Particularly that glaze that I have. He saw some pieces of mine and absolutely loved them. So I'm expecting in the future probably orders from him too. So, but she's just good people. I mean, people like that. When you meet people, you can kind of get a feel for them, and you could just tell she's just very sincere. And like that Christmas show that she had at the fire hall, she did that because her dad, I think, is part of the fire hall, and she was trying to raise money for the fire hall. So all the money that she got from that show, from all of our vendors, she gave back to the fire company. And so at the end of that show, I slipped her $100 because I did really good at that show, and I just wanted to give back to the fire company a little extra, because it's not, I want to help them out. They're a small fire company, all volunteer, you know what I mean? So them guys need all the help they can get. Let's see. You are on Google? Yes, I am on Google. Google me. If you look me up, you will see my house, because it will say Muirhead Pottery, and it will show you my house. If you ever want to come to my house, just type in Muirhead Pottery, and it will bring you here. That's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's the way I made it. You have 2 reviews as of now. Oh, I do? I didn't even know I had any reviews. I hope they're good reviews. I'm going to make you a card with a QR code. Can your daughter find a place nearby? Oh yeah, we can definitely find a place to print them for sure. Like business cards, maybe that size. I'll design it and no problem. It won't take long. Okay, Leah, that's awesome. No, Leah, you're yeah, I didn't even know I had any reviews on Google, so that's news to me. But I wanted to make sure that I was at least on Google, so people can find me and they know who I am. Because I really would like to make this my permanent job by the end of the year. So I'm going to try whatever I can to make that happen. And with God's help, it'll happen. Don't tell people that, Monk. The crazes will come out. Well, I just noticed, or well, now you know, Leah. You tell your kids that's where Santa Claus helper works or lives. That's his house. I don't know what I'm going to do for this coming Christmas. I have to think about it. I hope to be in my studio out back, so I could deck it out in Christmas lights and stuff. But we'll see how fast I can get that done. I don't think it's going to move quite as fast as I want it to. But and I will video the process of me doing the studio. I'm still working on trying to get equipment out of it. So, and then I have to come up with the money to try to fix it up, and it's going to cost a little bit of money to fix it up. So, I don't have a GoFundMe. I have a Patreon though. But anyhow, I'm not going to do that. But anyhow, it would be really cool to dress it up like Santa's, shack or something like that. I think the kids would like that. Praise. I know that's right. We can do all things. We can't do anything without. That's right. I can't go do anything without him. I mean, he's made this journey quite fun for me so far. And even on my worst day down here working is a good day. So, things may be going wrong for me down here, or I may have issues trying to throw something I'm trying to make, or somehow he always makes it work out in the end. And it's just a fun time because my hands are in the mud. And I really should try to make these faster. Doing a lot of talking and not enough making. Although I'll be able to come down here tomorrow and finish these out if I have to. Because after the surgery in the morning with my wife, we'll get back and then I can work down here the rest of the day. Since I took a vacation day, I don't have to be on the computer at all. You definitely got to do content about renovation. People love rental content. I think they do too. And I know how to do all of it. So I think they would like that. Even though it's going to come from Muirhead Pottery, it's still going to be content, good content. And I really like to do a sit down chit chat kind of a thing as well. And just talk about whatever, you know, like a get to know the potter type of thing, or I don't know, something to that nature, I guess. I don't know. Still tossing that around in my head, but I would like to do something like that. You definitely okay. If anybody just walked in, I am making spoon rests. And if you got to know, it's 10 ounces of clay. Let's see. I will be praying for Jackie. I'm sure it'll all go well. It should. It's not a major surgery, so they say it's going to take about 45 minutes. So it should all go well. Well, thank you for praying for sure. Well, I should do that too. Question and answers, you know. Yes, they are curious by nature. Three, 4, 6. But I think I can still do it on this channel. I don't have to make another channel, I don't think. I'll just split it off into a different chapter of this channel, you know? Because it'll still be about pottery and that kind of thing, but just a little more in depth. Maybe what I should do is, if eventually I get to a point where I can have members and that kind of thing, I could make it almost like a members thing too. Members content, to where we do a talk or sit down and chat or whatever. I've seen people doing that kind of stuff too. That would help raise money for my studio. Oh, there's a bubble. There's a bubble. All right. I think I got it. Sure, that would be a cool member benefit. Yeah, I think so too. Because you could gain subs and you want them here. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's why I think I just keep it on this channel. But I think I can do a lot more with this channel, even though it's under a pottery type of a channel or a making channel. I think if I do subsets of it to where people don't have to see the content if they don't want to. With their channel, where they'd have a different part of their channel that is typically for members, I guess. And that's maybe how I'd have to do it. I don't know. Seems like that's the way a lot of them do it. All right. Good night, Jackie. Give him hell tomorrow. Oh, she will. Sweet dreams, Jackie. Best wishes for a day tomorrow. Thank you, Gail, for saying that. Hey Ben, how you there doing there, brother? I'm doing something simple tonight. Simple, simple, simple. You gotta do these every once in a while, I guess. Gail talked me into it. She said, Terry, why don't you make some ashtrays? No, she mentioned about spoon rests, and I thought it was a pretty good idea. And because I was thinking, I don't have any spoon rests, so and it's something that's a nice size that you can sell at a show, and they're reasonably priced. So why not? Of course, I think all my stuff is reasonably priced. Some would say I'm not charging enough, which I think there's quite a few things I'm not charging enough at, but I do want to make sure that I get things in people's hands. But at the same time, I don't want to undercut myself and make my stuff feel like it's not worth a higher price, because it is. So she talked me into doing spoon rests, so here I am. I'm doing some spoon rests. So anyhow. No, I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, I tried doing a plate, a nice size plate. I had it stand up. It was nice and pretty, and all of a sudden it just split open and dropped. I thought, the clay is like freaking, I don't know what. It's the consistency of peanut butter. It's real smooth and like it's just like real, I don't know. Too flimsy to do a plate. I gotta let it harden up more so the edge stands. I agree. I even put in your review. You put in a review? Oh, okay. Well, now Leah knows I have a Google business thing. Oh, my mom, it's funny because I asked my mom, she wanted a pie plate. And I said, how big, and color. She goes, that'll surprise me. And then I thought, well, I'm going to wait a week and then I'm going to ask her again what color she wants. Because she just wanted me to make something, and then it didn't matter what color it was, but I know better. So I waited a week, and I made her a plate. She wanted it clear because she likes the clay and she likes the black specks in the clay. So I'll show you that piece real quick. I think it turned out pretty cool, if I do say so myself. So this is the piece I made for her. But this is just a clear glaze. That's all it is. Just a clear glaze. You can see the the profile. So it's a good size, right? You know, there's the bottom. I have the nice rim, and I have a little thing for the water. If the plate gets down like this, the water can run off. If it will, I don't know if it will. But anyhow, I'll put one in. I like a nice foot on the plate. It makes a quality plate. And if you feel this piece, like I'm feeling it right now, it's pretty well the same thickness all the way through the piece. Here it got a little bit thinner for me, but it's not it's not super thin. It's still a good quality. But the bottom is pretty well the same thickness as the side right here. But anyhow, I made that for her, and I think she'll love it. But yeah, that's just clear glaze. And I kind of like the look, you know. It's really the first time I glazed just the clay, clear. So I like it. I was pretty impressed with how it turned out. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Leah. I thought you saw that earlier. I did not see it earlier, Leah. Yeah, so anyhow, she's going to love it. Yeah, Ben, I did a cake pedestal, and it was just at a wedding. It went to a wedding this past Saturday, and I didn't really know that it was going to be used for the wedding cake. I mean, they told me the size of this piece and everything. I was like, okay. And I made it. And I put the couple's names in it with the date and all that. And then she told me today that it was absolutely beautiful, that it was perfect for the cake. And everything was just amazing. And people loved it. So I am so happy. Because I never did a piece that I've never done before so fast in my life, and it turned out, you know, because that was a piece I've had to really think about, because I couldn't make the top too thin because it would warp, so I had to make it thicker, but yet not too thick. And then the base was a base that was, you know, came down like this, and I made it a thick base, like heavy. Like I bet you that thing was 3/4 of an inch thick almost, because I wanted to add weight to the base of this thing so that when you put something on top of it, just say you do put a big cake on it, it's not going to want to topple over, you know? So I ran all this stuff through my head, and I had 3 weeks to make it. And I told her I couldn't promise her that I would have it done in time. But they came and picked it up last Thursday. So it was at the wedding this past Saturday. And through God's good grace, it made it happen. And I tell you what, I was so happy to receive that text from her that these people were ecstatic over it. So it made me feel really good inside for a Monday morning. What clay is it? This is a it's a standard clay body. It is it's a stoneware speckled, I think they call it a speckled brown clay. The number, which I can't see right now, I think it's, what number is that? Now that I can't see it, I want to know what it is. So the box is telling me it's a 112. 112 brown. It's an S, which is speckled. And I gotta say, I like this clay. It's, of course, the 1,000 pounds that I received is wet. I mean, it's freaking some wet clay. I need to let the boxes hang out for a while. Because I need to be able to do plates and stuff, you know? But it's not real groggy, okay? It is a grog clay, but it's not like super groggy. Like you remember the one clay body I had was horrible. It was all kinds of grog, but this is, you can tell it gets real smooth on top. It's nice to throw with. If it's soft like butter though, and I don't like it like that. But I love the look of it. The speckles look awesome. She will adore it. Yeah. Nice to hear that, Terry. First firing can be scary at moments. Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure. It's funny, Ben, because I made 3 of them. The first 2 I did the one night, and then I measured them, and already they were shrinking, and I knew they were going to go past. They wanted 12 inches in diameter, and it was going to be under that. So I threw one again the next day, and I threw it to like almost 13 inches in diameter. And this freaking clay shrunk a lot. I think it's a 12.5% shrinkage rate on it. And I knew it was going to shrink, but it took me, when I did that pedestal thing, I just like, holy smokes, that's just, but the third time I made one, it was perfect. When it came out of the kiln for the last time, it measured 12 1/8 inches, which is like exactly what we wanted. But I like the fact that this is a grog clay, but it's not like super groggy, you know? And so it's a really strong stoneware. We've used this clay on most of our stuff we have up here, and it's stood up to all the stuff my wife uses it for. It's really handled nicely. I had some white stoneware already. I think it was 182. I don't know why that number comes to my mind. It's like 182, I think. And it was a standard clay body. But the white clay body, even though it fired cone 6 and all that good stuff, it still was not a strong enough clay body to use every day. Not in the oven and stuff, because eventually you could like, if you tapped on a piece, you could kind of hear it like not sound like it has a crack in it. You know what I mean? You know how its sound is. Because we have a plate up there now that I made a while back, and it's in the white clay body. And my wife got it out of the thing, and it tapped against something, and I said, that plate has a crack in it. You could just hear it. But she's still using it, but it's going to break open. I don't know why she keeps using it. But so anyhow, I stopped using the white clay body. I'll use the white clay body if I mix it with this. If I do a sandstorm like I used to do, where I mixed them, then I'll use it, but I won't use it by itself. You're always so thoughtful in your designs. Thank you, Leah. No, the pie plate clay. The pie plate clay? Which one are you talking about, Gail? You mean the one I just showed you? The one I just showed you? This one? This one, Gail? This is that clay. This is the 112. The speckled brown clay. And this is just with clear glaze. And I absolutely love it. So this is really this is my main clay body right now that I use for everything. I like the specs too. And I find that a lot of people do like it. Because it's just, it's a little different. Probably someday it's going to go out of style. You know what I mean? Like anything else does. But and that's okay. It doesn't bother me if it does. I think it's going to be in style for a long time. But time will tell, right? I love my shelves. I do love my shelves. I can just pull them up close to me. I can cover up in the plastic overnight. Perfect. I think 182 fires to a cone 6 to cone 10. You're right. 182 does, I think. And I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was like a white clay body. Well, guys, I know I'm already past time, but I still have these 4 pieces to do, and I'm going to do them. You like it too, Gail. I do. It's nice. I was surprised when Mom said that she didn't want any glaze on it, and I said, well, I need to put at least clear on it for you. Although you'd be surprised, some people don't even want to have the clear glaze like on the cooking surface. They don't even want to have any glaze on the cooking surface. Which I gotta say, this clay is very tight at cone 6. You can just see it in the particles. The clay is just really tight. So I don't think there's any issue with cooking on this with no glaze. And I'm gonna find that out because I'm making a piece for my wife. That's just gonna be no glaze, maybe on the outside, but the inside, like where you cook, is not gonna have any glaze. And we're gonna try it. Go, Murray, go. Hey, we still have 7 people in here. That's awesome, guys. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I know I'm making something pretty simple, but I appreciate everybody watching. It helps to give me watch hours, I guess. And I and I truly appreciate the company. Because sometimes your basement can feel like a dungeon. That's why I really can't wait to get my studio done outside. I'll have windows I can look out. That will kind of be extra special. All right, let's bring this in. Put in a good word for you, Terry and Gail. I have 182. The owner of Standard Clay is on the board of Clayworks, and we get a good price on. Oh, really, Gail? Yes, please put in a good word for us. Because Gail, the last time I bought my clay, they wanted me to pay. Shoot, what was it? Almost like $200 to send it here. And the only reason why they paid for the 1,000 pounds of clay to send to me was because their shopping cart messed up and didn't calculate the shipping into it. It said it was within their radius of delivery free. And so they actually, the place I buy my clay off of actually paid for it, the shipping. So if I could get this clay somewhere else that's closer to me, that would be really awesome. I don't know that you're any closer to me though, but I need a clay company closer to me, because the one that I've been getting stuff off of is 2 hours away from me. And it used to be right in Harrisburg. So it was like an hour away, and I could just drive up and get my clay. But that was quite many years ago when they were down here. But it just sucks that they're 2 hours away now. I just was told Sheffield is $1 a pound to ship right now. Oh, wow. A pound to ship. And the problem is, it doesn't even cost that much per pound to buy it. I think the last time I bought my clay, well, this 1,000 pounds, I paid, was it less than 50 cents a pound? So I don't know if Gail, if that helps you at all, but I paid, with the 1,000 pounds, I paid less than 50 cents a pound. It was like 40 something a pound. So, but then I had to pay, they wanted me to pay like 200 and some, or no, they told me I would have to pay over 200 and some next time. And for that price, I'd just go up and get it, you know, because it won't cost me that much to drive up and get it, which is highway robbery, if you ask me. I can't wait for you. Keep being consistent, Uncle. You keep growing and you have a thing, good heart. Oh, thank you, Leah. Appreciate that. I'm kidding, but if ever moved more south, I would have to use them. Yeah, that's just it, Ben. We don't have a whole lot of choices down here, you know? We really don't. And standard clay is probably the biggest one around here that I know of. And it's not even around here, right? It's in like Kentucky or something like that. I don't know. Can't remember where I saw they're located, but aren't they located in Pennsylvania? Oh, Sheffield? I thought Sheffield was north, like up towards like Connecticut. That's outrageous. I'll look it up for you. Yeah, thank you, Gail. I appreciate it, because, you know, the next time I'm going to buy 1,000 pounds again, and I just, you know, I can't pay that much in shipping. If I'm going to pay that much, I'm going to drive to get it. That's just the way it's going to be. I'm just going to have to buy a trailer to haul 1,000 pounds of clay, because I won't be able to fit in the back of my FJ. That's outrageous and terrible customer service. Their site messed up and they want you to turn next. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'm a really good customer of them. That's the thing is, it's the ceramic shop up there. I don't know what town it is. It's a small town, but you know, I do a lot of business up there, and I've been buying clay off of these people. Well, I've been buying clay off these people since I started. So we're talking 2004. I started buying clay from them. So, and it's funny because when I went up there last time to pick my clay up, they knew me. they saw me, they knew who I was. And then they were like, the lady said, and I thought her name was Gail as well, but I could be wrong about that. With a darker haired lady. And then she said, hey, she said, next time you're getting clay, just ask, ask to talk to me or whatever, or, we'll work something out. It's like, because I told her I lived 2 hours away. And she remembers, I think she remembers me when they were in Harrisburg. But at any rate, it sucks. It sucks. I make do. If you pay less than $500 for 1,000 pounds of clay and then they're charging you almost 40%. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I am. Standard is made in, oh, really, Ben? I did not know that. Shoot. Well, I'm going to Ohio on Saturday. Maybe I should pick up some clay on my way through. Hey, Crispy, how you doing there? I did not know that they were in Pennsylvania. Thank you for that, Ben. Let me add a Mary. I'll call for you. You're carrying all over them. That's funny. So Ben, how much is your clay a pound? Are you getting a better rate than that? Than the 40 some cents a pound? Because that's what I paid for this one at buying 1,000 pounds. Of course, if you don't buy 1,000 pounds, you don't even get that. It's ridiculous. Sad thing is, I'm almost through half of that already. I've been doing a lot of throwing lately. You may know that at Point Murray, but I'm great at convincing people to do things for me. I know you are. Honestly, shipping anything is insane. The weight and price change daily. Yeah, it's just, well, fuel prices and stuff, and then it's just, it almost makes me think like they don't even want to ship anything anymore. And they certainly make you pay for it. And the thing of it is, 1,000 pounds is a pretty good sized skid. At least that's how mine showed up, with a lift gate. Crispy, my day is going pretty good. Although I wanted to make some plates tonight, but that didn't work out. So I'm just making spoon rests. Okay. So it sounds like mine's a little bit better priced at this point. But it depends what kind of clay you get too, you know. It's a shame because I really like the standard clay. I mean, it's really, I think it's a pretty good quality clay. I haven't really had any issues with it. All right. Got two more to do. We've got 8 people in here. That's awesome. Remember, guys, if you like Wacky Wednesday, I do a vertical stream on Wednesdays. And I call it Wacky Wednesday because vertical is wacky. Nope, I feel a spot already. I did not wedge this clay. And the way I actually had little chunks here and there that I put together, so I got little bubbles here and there that I got to watch out for. I think it's still there. I feel a little bit there. There we go. All right. How long does it take for you to get standard delivered after ordering? It took me a while to get it, actually, and I don't know why. I bet it took 3 weeks. Which is, I don't know if that's reasonable or not, but it took about 3 weeks. Which I'm glad I had clay still here when I ordered. Because if I was needing clay at that point, waiting 3 weeks is not going to be acceptable. But I was getting to the point where I was running on reclaimed clay. I don't know if it just took the company I was getting it from so long from the manufacturer, if it was taking that long from them or not, but because they didn't say. But the funny thing is that when I ordered it, it said it was all in stock. Everything I ordered was in stock, but then all of a sudden, after I placed the order, then all of a sudden now I had to wait. I bought, what was it? Almost $1,000 that day off of them. So I spent a little bit of money. Well, I bought bats too, and I bought an extruder. What else did I get? Yeah, I bought an extruder. So it was a little over $1,000. Probably closer to 15. I didn't need to look at my bill of sale, but it was actually quite a bit of money I spent that day. And then to turn out, I had to wait so long to get everything I needed. I don't know if they wouldn't ship until they had everything or what was going on. But I was just about running out of my clay. Exactly, dude. Exactly. You go through clay more than I do. You know what I mean? So to wait that long for clay to arrive is just ridiculous. Especially if it's in Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a day drive from Pittsburgh. What is it, 6 hours? If that. So I wasn't too awful happy. But at that point, what am I going to do? I can't just get my clay anywhere. And the only place I can get it, I think, is from up there at the ceramic store. So, I mean, the Sheffield clay, when I bought that clay, I didn't buy 1,000 pounds of that clay, but that didn't take as long to get. So, I don't know. It's a shame because I like the clay body I'm using. I would like to keep using it. One more to do, guys. This is a longer live. This is what, 2.5 hours so far. Then I got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and take my wife to her surgery. I should walk into the hospital with clay all over my pants. And say, what were you doing, playing in the mud? Yep. That's what we call it. All right. Let's see if I can get most of the air out of this clay. That last one was a bit of a pain. This one don't feel like it has any air in it. I could do these faster, I think, than when I did them tonight. If I actually just put my mind into it and just did it. Because I was going pretty slow tonight. All right. All right, there we go. There we go. Clean my bat up a little bit. Unspooled Claywork Supplies is 10 minutes away from me. 5 minutes away. Wow, you're lucky. You're lucky, Gail. Jokes aside, hope the surgery goes well. Thank you, Ben. I think it's something they do fairly often, and I think that it's supposed to be like 45-minute surgery. So it's not supposed to be super intensive, I guess, like some of the other ones that she's had. But thank you. I appreciate that. Do you have to master to be productive potters? I think that if you're going to be in production, you need to throw faster. Because at that point, it's about the numbers. You got to get the pieces out. But then again, the thing of it is any production potter I've seen really, really efficient throwers. I mean, really efficient. I mean, well, look at Ben. I mean, if you think, Ben, if I can talk about you, he doesn't even, he don't think twice about what he's doing. At least if he does, it doesn't appear to be. And all your dimensions are in your hands and how you're throwing, and it's just a memory. it's, you know, it's memorization. What do they call it? Muscle memory. I think every production potter I've watched, it's all muscle memory. And then them guys just done. And they do it in just like 3 moves. And most of them, it's like 3 moves and they're done with the piece. So that's fast. I mean, you look at the way Ben throws a pot. He throws pretty fast. I mean, I'm sure he's faster when he's not talking online. If I could talk about you, Ben, but that's what I witnessed. You know, these guys, it's all muscle memory and they just go at it, you know, which I'm not at that point. I don't think I'll ever be at the point where I'm making that many pieces at one time. You know, maybe if I'm making a batch of mugs and I might be making 100 mugs, probably at the 100 mug, I probably have it down to a couple moves and that's it. I think it's probably with any large amount of work you're doing, it turns into a muscle memory thing. But that's about as far as I'd ever get with it because I'm not ever going to be a production potter. But you can tell people that have been like Kelly. I mean, if you look at him, I mean, that's all he has done is he worked for other people and has done production, and you could see it in his throwing and how efficient he is in throwing. And so I look at his style and how he throws, and I try to pick up things off of him to throw, but you can just see it in some of these people. You don't realize how lucky I was. It was just always a part of the neighborhood. You are lucky though, Gail, because it takes us sometimes forever to get clay. How's production potters? That's how production potters are in the studio. Not all are as nice as Ben's work. You're right. You're right. But then Ben's an artist too. You know, a production potter is not necessarily an artist. I mean, I think they are, but they're not. When they're in production, they're not. They're like a machine at that point. Where Ben's more fluid, you know, and it's more of an art rhythm to it. Where production potter's not so much that. It's more regulated moves and stuff. That's how the production potters are working student. Okay. If anyone here hasn't watched Country Pottery, Isaac Button, please do. It's well worth the watch. Huge inspiration. I'll have to check them out because I don't think I've seen that one. Isaac Button, Country Pottery, Isaac Button. Okay. I'll have to check it out, Ben, because I don't think I've seen that one before. Like I've seen Matthew Kelly. I mean, he's in the way he throws and stuff, and I know he was production, but what's the other one I've watched quite a bit of? Ripple, is that his name? Ripple Pottery. I've watched him quite a bit. Now he does a lot of large stuff, and I really pay attention to how he moves a lot of clay at one time. And I just find it very interesting at how his hand movements are to get that structure to move up so quickly. And he can move a lot of clay at one time. Now his clay seems to be fairly soft too. But he's another one to watch. I think he was actually at the show, if I'm not mistaken. Haven't seen him. Country Potter, very old film, but it's here on YouTube. Okay, Ben, I'll check it out. I'll definitely want to watch it. Maybe I'll have time to watch it tonight. But yeah, I mean, I love watching other potters, and I think we talked about this in one of my other streams that I know if you're, I don't know if I'm like any other potters out there, but I'm always watching other people and how they throw and just seeing if I can learn something, you know, because I feel like we're always learning. And if I can always pick something up, I want to learn it, you know. I mean, I'm never going to learn too much. You know, I think I'm always going to be learning, and I want to keep it that way because I feel like if I'm not learning something, then it's probably gonna get boring for me, and I don't want to have that happen. But I don't think it ever can. But just saying. But yeah, so I'm just fascinated by watching other people throw and stuff. So yeah. All right, guys. I'm thinking I'm gonna call it a night. So I hope you all had fun watching, and I hope you all had fun chit-chatting, because that's what I'm on here for. I do like the chit-chat back and forth. It's nice. Yeah, I like that a lot. Because when I'm down here throwing, I'm just listening to music or listening to a podcast or something. But it's actually nice to know there's somebody out there watching you and talking to you back, which is pretty cool. That's the fun part of having you guys join me every night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you, Ben. You have a good night. And who else is still on here? It looks like I have 5 people in here. I know Gail's still here. But go around here to my camera. Did y'all like the camera view? Was that a good view for you guys to see everything? Hopefully it was. Hopefully it was. All right, guys. Well, that's what we did tonight. Not a whole lot of work, but at least we got something done. And it's something I didn't have on my shelf, so that's always a plus. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I hope you all have a blessed evening and an even better blessed day tomorrow. Good night, guys.